A is for Adam, Chapter 7, Confession. Their first time making love was a strange jumble of tangled limbs, awkward fumbling and trying to find where things go, and a lot of messiness. And although we could have predicted all of that nonsense, Adam and Eve thought it would have gone much smoother. After all, God had created them with puzzle piece parts, and it shouldn't have been that odd a trick to put them together. Once they got going, however, it was pure magic. It went on for quite some time, pushing, pulling, thrusting, retreating over and over again, and just when they were beginning to tire of all the nonsense, they both got the nice surprise at the end that makes rainbows and fireworks appear from out of nowhere. Lying in bed in post-coital bliss, Eve felt a little delirious from all the spinning that had just happened, and her mouth was running before her brain caught up. Women always have to ruin it by talking after. Adam, as we could have guessed, was sound asleep, snoring away. This began a long tradition of men doing the same thing for ages. Still, to this day, we call it the sleep of Adam. We don't? Well, then I'm taking credit for coining the phrase. Yes, you heard it here first, folks. So if anyone ever refers to a man's heavy sleep at the end of sex as the sleep of Adam, remember, that's me. Adam, she said, snore. Adam, she said, snore. Adam, she said, with a nudge of her elbow. Ugh, he muttered. I have to say I underestimated you. Tonight, the candles, the most wonderful dinner, making love. It was so romantic. You are so loving, so passionate, so caring. You know what I mean? Ugh, he muttered. Sigh. That's why I feel I have to tell you something. I can't keep it a secret. We're partners, and partners share everything, right? Ugh, he muttered. Well, I guess they do. I mean, we're the only partners I know. Human, anyway. But I've watched the animals, the ones who are monogamous, and they seem to share everything. So I suppose we should too, right? Ugh, he muttered. Sigh again. All right, here goes. I ate the forbidden fruit. You what? Adam's body sprang bolt upright in bed. A look entered his eyes that Eve couldn't distinguish between fear or anger. Perhaps it was both. I ate the forbidden fruit. Sorry, she said apprehensively. He cradled his head in both hands. Sorry. Sorry! My God, do you know what you've done? Not really. It was just a bite. Nothing more than a nibble, really. It doesn't matter. God explicitly told us not to eat of the fruit. Oh man, we're in deep doo-doo. Well, technically he told you. He said nothing about me. Have you forgotten that you are me, Riblet? Only by a technicality. I'm an individual person too. Obviously not, since you can't even make proper decisions for yourself. Sorry. Sorry. Yes, Adam, I'm very sorry. I don't know what else to say. Well, you better think of something, said Adam. We don't even know what this means. Maybe nothing will happen. This could be the end of the world as we know it. I feel fine, she said. Nothing's changed. I don't feel any smarter, or like I know anything I didn't before. Some tree of knowledge. What is he doing testing us with fruit anyway? He knows all there is to do in this life is to eat, sleep, and crap. Eventually we would end up eating the fruit. Why would he put it there? To tempt us? It makes no sense. Adam glared. So I have failed a big test. Big deal. I'm sure this will just be one of many tests we'll fail in our lifetime. We're allowed mistakes. She looked at Adam. After a brief pause, she asked, aren't we? He shook his head. I don't know. I don't think so. Well, that's insane. I mean, we're only human. What's that supposed to mean? I don't know. I just think it's part of the human condition. We're given free will and can do as we choose. Therefore, it only goes to follow that we will make some mistakes. This, Adam said, was not a mistake. This was disobedience, plain and simple. We will be in so much trouble. Go to sleep. We'll talk about this in the morning. It was difficult for Adam to get back to sleep, knowing all the punishments that God possibly had in store for them. But the sleep of Adam, I really think that's a winner, soon came over him, and he was out. Some time passed, but not enough to suit Adam. He wanted to sleep, not listen to her. Yes, that would have been ideal, but no. Eve had to run her yapper again. Adam? Ugh. I just had a thought. It would be a much nicer life if I could let myself live in the now a little more. Then I realised that everything we see travels at the speed of light and is not instantaneous. Therefore, everything we think we're experiencing now is actually in the past. Cool, huh? Or is that depressing? Maybe this fruit's working. Bleh. Adam? Tomorrow, will you go out in the garden with me and take a bite of fruit? I mean, we have nothing to lose at this point. I already messed things up. I just think we should do everything together. Isn't that what couples do? Everything together? I mean, I don't know what behaviour God expects from humans, but I notice that sheep and goats do everything together. Will you please take a bite of the fruit for me? Please? Oh my God, woman, Adam blasphemed. Fine, I'll take a bite. Now, for the love of God, will you please let me get some sleep? Sure, Eve giggled. Good night. You mean good morning. Adam looked at the digital numbers on his watch, I think. Chapter 8, Eden's End. They stood there hand in hand at the foot of the tree. The core she had tossed on the ground had long since vanished, most likely eaten by that very intelligent goat. I'm nervous, Adam said. Don't be. Like I said, I already ate the fruit. Whatever damage I have done, I can't undo. So you may as well grab one and take a bite and get it over with. But what if I'm not in trouble? I mean, it's you that took the bite, innit? Maybe you'll be the one punished and I'll be okay. My record's clean. I mean, it'll suck to lose you, but I have more ribs, so... A slap landed across his face. How dare you, she shouted. No good? No, no good. As you said, we are one. What happens to me, happens to you. And how can you even think about loving another rib? Yes, dear. I'm sorry, dear, he said, plucking a fruit from the tree. Phil Collins the goat walked by once again. I can feel it coming in the air tonight, he sang again. Oh, Lord, he said. He sang that before. Yeah, he likes that song, said Anna, especially at ominous times like this. Stop, a voice came from above. Say what? Adam asked. Do not, I repeat, do not eat of this fruit. Adam and Eve looked at each other. God, they both said. Listen, God, began Adam. I appreciate everything you've done for me, really I do. But what's the deal with this tree? Why would you put it here just to tempt us? It seems kind of cruel, doesn't it? I am the God of the Old Testament, and I am cruel. I'll tone it down a bit when Jesus arrives. Now do as I say, although it is your choice. So can you please answer me what the deal is with this tree? This is the tree of knowledge. If you eat of the fruit, you'll know things. Oh yeah, like what things? Adam asked, although he already knew the answer. Like good and evil. You'll know if the things you do are bad or good. Forgive me for asking, dear Lord, but don't we want to know those things? Don't you want us to be good? Yes, you better be good, for goodness sake. But I don't want you to know the thing that you're doing is good until I tell you that it's good. And only then can I... Oh, to hell with it. I'm God. Don't question my methods. You know, the whole mysterious ways and all that. Then why did the snake ask me to eat the fruit? Eve asked. I'm sorry. Is she talking? Rude, said Eve. Then why did the snake ask her to eat the fruit? Adam repeated. I sent the snake from the darkness. It was evil personified, snakified. Aha, Eve said. How was I supposed to know that if I hadn't eaten the fruit? Yeah, can we get an interpreter here? Hey, rude, said Eve again. How was she supposed to know the snake was evil if she hadn't eaten the fruit? Don't you see? It's a catch-22. Joseph Heller. Good book, although I don't quite care for the name of the author. Listen, I have stuff to do, like rest. Do what you want. You have free will. Goodbye. So did he really mean we should do what we want? Asked Adam. Just take a bite, said Eve. Adam took rather a large bite. You know, he said, with his mouth full of food, maybe we're not the only intelligent species out there. Didn't I tell you? Instant brains, said Eve. Maybe you shouldn't eat any more of this fruit. We don't want you becoming too smart. After all, what good's an intelligent woman? Ah, men are pigs, she shouted, storming off. Kidding, he shouted back at her, tossing the half-eaten fruit. Adam stood there watching, mouth agape, as the fruit struck the ground with the force of a meteorite, smashing through the surface of the planet and creating a sucking vacuum that pulled Adam and Eve down through and out of the Garden of Eden forever. The end. Don't forget to like and subscribe and press the wee bell notification. And a huge big thank you to all my subscribers and patrons. See you next week. Bye bye.